Thank you for your patience and for taking the time to watch the video. We are honored to commence this 5 days international faculty development program with an eminent personality in the field of academia and research. Now it's time to begin this remarkable journey. Every great event begins with a warm and inspiring welcome address. And who better to do so than our esteemed head of the department, Dr. S.M. Uma ma'am, with her unwavering dedication. She has been a guiding force in our academic and research pursuits. We're honored to have her with us today to deliver the welcome address. Now I invite Dr. S.M. Uma ma'am, HOD of our department, to deliver welcome address.
Thank you, Daslima. So, good evening to all. So, on behalf of our prestigious King's College of Engineering and Computer Science Engineering in association with IEEE STB 16221, I extend my warm welcome to all of you present here for International FDP 5 days FDP on Revolutionizing Education with Machine Learning and Generative AI. So first of all, I take this opportunity to thank my management, secretary sir and principal to permit to conduct this program at our premises. So I would like to welcome our resource person, and also I express my gratitude to these resource persons for 5 days. The day 1, Dr.M, BRINDHA, Associate Professor, NIT Trichy. Day 2, Dr. S. Appavu Alais Balamurugan, Professor, Periyar Maniamai University, Tanjavur. Day 3, Mr. S. Ramprakash, University College of Engineering, Anna University, Tirukkuvalai. Day 4, Dr. Kanimoli, Associate Professor, BIT, Madras. Day 5, Mr. S. Ganesh Dhanabalan, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department, Arfak Institute of Technology, Nagapatnam. So we are sincerely grateful to her or him for courteously and gladly accepting our invitation to become the resource person of this occasion for 5 days. He or she also delivered this guest lecture, or let us deliver this session for internal and external faculties. So we are really thankful to her or him for taking this time out of this busy schedule. So I thanks for this organizer for our Assistant Professor Abhigay Lati and Bavitra ma'am. So thank you, ma'am. So I would like to welcome our external participants from various college and also this internal faculties from our college. Welcome all of you. So all we known about this, actually it is nowadays, so we known about this importance of this machine learnings. So the main aim of this FDP is to enhance this faculty skill and understanding in the field of this machine learning and generative AI and equip them to impart a knowledge to their faculty effectively. So day 1 started with section by Dr. BRINDHA ma'am, Associate Professor, NIT, on machine learning and AI and their use in this education. She will present on this importance of this AI in modern learning approaches and generative AI, one of this promising field in this artificial intelligence. So I hope at the end of the session, all faculties will gain a comprehensive understanding of recent trends and advancement in AI and ML with generative AI. This FDP session is very valuable platform for all faculty members to enhance their knowledge and teaching capabilities, fostering academic excellence and innovation in their respective institution. Once again, I would like to welcome all external participants from various engineering college. So I welcome you all. Thank you. This session is hand over to Dr. BRINDHA ma'am. Welcome you ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So good evening all. Yeah. Basically, the participants are from various institutions, right? Not only from King's Engineering College, right? And they are faculty members.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. So, and what is their background basically? Whether they are computer science background or Trichy CE?
Yes, ma'am. We see from all departments.
So all departments. Okay. Okay, madam. Yeah. So today in this session, I'm going to give some introduction to AI, machine learning, and data science, basically, and how those concepts differ. So that thing we are going to discuss today, and as well, maybe if time permits, okay, like what are the applications and what is generative AI. So some concepts I'm just going to discuss today. Just I'm sharing my screen now. Whether my screen visible, ma'am? Whether my screen is visible?
Yes ma'am. Visible ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So today's topic, just I'm going to give some brief introduction about artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. I think most of the faculty members who are the participants of this FDP may be aware of these techniques. Okay, like we can start some with some interaction in which, as per your understanding, what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and what is data science. We can just get some inputs from you, and based on that we can define properly what is AI, ML, and data science. Okay, so participants, let me know from you what is your understanding about artificial intelligence first of all.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Ma'am, from us, may I deliver that artificial intelligence, from the artificial intelligence, machine learning is the subset of AI, ma'am.
Okay.
So artificial intelligence and machine learning are closely related fields, ma'am. So machine learning that helps from data to get better without being told exactly what to do.
Okay.
Comparing to AI, machine learning is AI, but not all AI is machine learning, ma'am.
Okay. So, as Madam told, so artificial intelligence, the machine learning is the subset of AI. So that all the machine learning, okay, is AI, but all AI is not machine learning. Okay. So, and also it learns the data. Machine learning learns the data. Some inputs, okay, we are able to get from this. Any other answers? What is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? First of all, and then we can move on to data science. Any other inputs? Any other inputs, participants, please? I think most of the participants are aware of these terms, right? Okay, I no need to give some, means this kind of session, whether just gives a recap, okay, basically, okay, what are all the concepts you already know. So that is what I'm asking, okay, what is the difference? Maybe we can see the differences in the later slides, right? But some inputs as per your understanding I need. So that is what I'm asking you. Any other inputs, okay, about what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and so on?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah, ma'am, AI, which is artificial intelligence,
yeah,
for me, like it is mimicking human intelligence into machines,
yeah.
like making machines more intelligent or seems to be intelligent as it should work like humans, which learn from experience.
Yes, 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 obviously. And then what is machine learning?
Machine learning is a subset of AI where
Hmm.
we are making machines learn.
Okay, okay. So absolutely, ma'am. Okay, so what actually the definition? Okay, why what I have expected? Okay, that has come basically. So artificial intelligence is nothing but mimicking the human intelligence. Okay, how we will be able to mimic the human intelligence? Say for example, like if you're using a computer vision application of artificial intelligence, okay, like I'm just sitting in my room, okay, and I'm able to see every objects in my point of view. Like I'm just able to see the television, I'm able to see the furnitures that are available, and I'm able to see the water bottles and everything. So, like, I'm just seeing various objects. First of all, I'm detecting the various objects, and after that, I'm, as per my understanding, my learning, okay, I'm able to recognize that this is a television and this is a water bottle and this is a furniture. And furniture also, I can tell that what kind of furniture it is. It is a sofa, okay. So like that, okay, I'll be able to discriminate among various subjects. So this is somewhat the human intelligence that by means of human intelligence also will not come basically without training, right? We are well trained, okay, with whatever we are just viewing and everything. And suppose, for example, okay, I'm trained. If you are just going for a means natural language processing application of artificial intelligence, if I am well versed in certain languages only, like I am well versed in Tamil and well versed in English, okay. So these are all the two languages I know. But if some people speak with Telugu or some people Telugu with Kannada, people communicating with Kannada, whether I will be able to understand? No, right? I am not trained with those languages, okay. I am not able to just understand those kind of languages, right? Okay. So like that, human intelligence also built with training, okay, and since the human is able to just analyze these kind of objects in an easiest way. Okay, like since from the childhood we are used to see those kind of objects and we are well trained. Okay, and even there are very more bunch of objects. Okay, in a tray or something, we will be able to discriminate. Okay, so this kind of human intelligence, okay, we are expecting from the computer as well. So computer, like whenever it is connected to a camera, okay, and then the camera is seeing various objects in our, it may be in my room itself, okay. So this one I'm having an external camera in which it is connected, means it is seeing the view of my room, okay. And in that scenario, this computer should be able to understand, okay, what kind of objects it is actually viewing through the camera. So this is a television, this is a furniture, this is a sofa, this is a water bottle, like that. It should what it should tell, okay, these are all the objects, okay, it is viewed. So this way we need to train the machine, okay, to mimic the human intelligence. So that is called as the artificial intelligence, okay. Like, and how this could be achieved, the human, okay, as I have mentioned, they are well trained with certain aspects and they are able to identify those objects, okay. Like if I am just given with an object with this which is not known to me, okay, whether I will be able to recognize, I cannot, right? I need to be trained with that particular object name or something. I'm just given with a new fruit, okay, which I haven't just consumed that earlier itself, okay. Then I may not know the name of the fruit, right? Okay. In such scenarios, I should be trained with that fruit name so that I'll be able to tell in future, okay, what is the name of the fruit and what are the characteristics and everything, right? Okay. Similarly, in human intelligence, incorporating the human intelligence to the machine is not an easy task, okay. Rather, what we need to do is we need to give some enormous amount of data to the computer to be trained, okay, so that it could be able to understand what kind of object it is actually viewing, okay. So this is what we are doing with respect to machine learning, okay. So like here, artificial intelligence, the machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence where it involves various techniques, various algorithms, either it is a supervised learning algorithms or unsupervised learning algorithms, to train the system in such a way that based on the data set, it could be identified, it could be able to identify what kind of objects are any kind of, based on the application, okay, we can say whether it is a classification, association or any kind of problem. So we'll be able to answer based on the intelligence what we got from the data set. So this is the machine learning, okay, like we are learning through the algorithms, okay, with the already available data set, okay, and this is what it has done, okay, through the artificial intelligence, okay. Now, what do you mean by data science? Any idea?
What's the difference?
Participants, can you give some inputs regarding data science?
Please tell us.
Yeah. Participants, can I know what is, can you define what is data science?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
good afternoon. Data
Yeah.
science, it's one of the tool for extracting data, ma'am, insight from data, or
Okay.
else for predicting the customer preferences like that. Depend upon the work of us, we use that data that may deals with the data science.
Yeah. So data science, as ma'am mentioned, getting useful insights from the data due to the emergence of big data. Like why we just go to this big data analytics and everything is like we are just having right now enormous amount of data. Okay, in say for example, we are having Facebook, Twitter, and everything, and from these what various sources, we'll be able to get enormous amount of data, and that data need to be prepared first of all. Okay, need to be prepared for any kind of application. If you are going for a sentiment analysis, okay, like whether the review that is given for a particular product in an e-commerce application, if it is a negative or if it is a positive review. So in such kind of analysis and all, okay, like we need to just involve we need to involve the certain insights, okay, to the data. So for that means like we are collecting the positive and negative reviews from the various sources, okay, which is very enormous, and these need to be prepared first of all for any kind of application. That if it is a positive review, okay, then we can recommend certain items, okay, towards that particular product, okay, otherwise that products will not be recommended. So these are all the various kind of application we can talk about, okay, with respect to that. So in such scenarios, the available big data, okay, that is the enormous amount of data, we are just extracting the useful insights, okay. So that is what the data science basically do. So extracting the useful insights from the data, particularly big data, okay. And also it is used for a business application, not like the machine learning or the AI applications. That these machine learning techniques, by means of machine learning techniques, okay, this data science becomes very easier, basically, okay. Like this data, using this data sets, the models could be created and we can extract the useful patterns. So by creating the models, this machine learning techniques could be used, which makes the data science task to be an easier one, okay. So this way, a very performance oriented task could be assigned, and we'll be able to get some useful insights which can be used for some business applications. So that is what the data science means, okay. Now we can go for the proper definitions, and I think I have given some basic overview of what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and what is data science, and we can see about in detail, okay, with proper definitions and so on. Like, so artificial intelligence about giving machines the capability of mimicking the human behavior, as we have already discussed, particularly the cognitive functions, what actually the human will do. So the main aim of this artificial intelligence is the dynamic response, okay. Like the human could be able to just respond in dynamic situations, right, okay. But likewise, whether the computer could also be able to do. So that is a very the questions, okay, the open questions that need to be solved by means of any kind of artificial intelligence technique. Like if you are driving a car and suddenly a dog comes, okay, suddenly a dog comes, what actually the driver could be able to react, like they could apply a brake and everything, because within a fraction of second this may happen, right, and during the dynamic situations may happen. So in such situations and all, human will be just a good performer, right, okay. They will be acting upon those situations in a very good manner. Rather if the same situation, it is an autonomous car, okay, we have an autonomous car with the good intelligence, okay, like we have the computer vision build applications and various sensors that are integrated together, that, and suddenly an obstacle like this is coming, okay, in front of the car, okay, whether it could able to act like a human, okay, that is $1 billion question, right? Okay, so this kind of particularly cognitive functions, okay, it need to mimic. So this is what the artificial intelligence actually is expected to do. Okay, it should behave like a human in dynamic situations as well. Okay, so these examples what we can have with respect to artificial intelligence is the facial recognition, automated driving, sorting the mail based on the postal code. Okay, these are all some of the applications. Okay, and there are various techniques that fall under this artificial intelligence, like NLP, okay, decision size bias, vision, okay, computer vision, robotics, planning, linguistics, everything fall under this artificial intelligence, okay. Like the in different words, okay, it has been mentioned, like is the ability to computer system to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, environmental perception, speech recognition, in case of audio, okay, the speech recognition, decision making, and everything, okay, that comes under this. And mainly the machine is expected to mimic the cognitive functions that humans associate with other human minds using means of learning and problem solving, okay. And if you see the history of artificial intelligence, like initially at the year of 1956, at a well-renowned conference called the Dartmouth Conference. Okay, so this conference is a multidisciplinary conference where the term that is artificial intelligence is first emerged. So, like here only, there has been a discussion, okay, about this artificial intelligence technique, whether that the human could be able to build intelligent computer systems. So that is done with respect to means that what communication or that discussion was held in this Dartmouth conference only during 1956. This is a very start what initiation that is done for the emerging of artificial intelligence technique. And basically, there are two approaches. Okay, we have with respect to artificial intelligence. One is the scientific goal and the engineering goal. Okay, scientific goal is nothing but, so like for the same concepts like the knowledge representation, learning, rule system, search, and so on. Okay, we need to determine, okay, which ideas, okay, of these representation, either the knowledge representation, learning, or rule system, search, okay, explain various sorts of real intelligence, whether it could be able to explain the ideas which which is used to well explain the concepts of real intelligence. So that is the scientific goal of the artificial intelligence, whereas engineering goal is very simple. We have to use the AI techniques to solve these kind of problems. That is the knowledge representation, learning, and rule system, and everything. That means scientific goal, how far it is different is some unique ideas need to be built over this knowledge representation. That is the scientific goal. But engineering goal is the usage of those ideas for the real world applications. So this is what the difference we have with respect to the artificial intelligence. And during 1958, okay, the first perceptron, okay, which is the basics of neural network, right? Perceptron, the neuron and everything we are using right now in the deep learning and every architecture center. The very first perceptron was built in 1958, and it was invented by the famous Frank Rosenblatt as 1958. This is the basic component of the neural network. So these are all the important milestones we had with respect to this artificial intelligence history and historical overview. Like we started with the 1960, okay, with very small invention, okay, like you can say with respect to this 1957 to 69, it is completely dawn, okay, in which the very initial perceptron was built, and hardware is also very, it is not that much capable of just computing large amount of data, and the data is also very small, okay, as mentioned in this figure, okay, you can see. And 1986 to 95 is the golden age of this artificial intelligence, where the neural network is early neural networks was built, and we have some powerful computers like workstation to compute this data, and some small data sets could be able to it could be able to work on with the small data set like MNIST, right? MNIST, I think you know, it is a character recognition data set. It will be able to just recognize the characters from 0 to 9. Okay, so this is the MNIST data set. With this data set, okay, this early NNs could work, neural networks could work. And now 2006, we had the deep learning architectures, which was emerged, okay, almost 20 years right now. Till now, we are using the deep learning frameworks, and earlier deep learning networks, okay, were actually they were not that much successful, okay, during early 2006 and everything, okay, even the deep learning architectures were built, it was not that much successful because we don't have that much computing power, okay. Nowadays, I think with this past 10 years, okay, I see a very abnormal growth, okay, and computing power, GPUs, and every computing devices, okay, and everything, which gives a very good performance, okay, for many kind of applications, okay. So this is the historical overview of the artificial intelligence, and in the artificial intelligence, we have the machine learning technique for mimicking, right? So that is what this deep learning and everything also considered, okay, during its history. And the modern AI nowadays, okay, whatever we are just using, and many models have been created, and many baseline models and benchmarking models are created, which could be utilized for various applications. And also, okay, we have the modern GPUs, the consumer hardware also very good, high computing power. We are just able to get by means of various companies, okay, Tesla, and we have NVIDIA, okay, and we have AMD, okay, that gives the good computing power devices, which could be able to just train more data, and also huge amount of data, not only huge amount of data, like very if we are just having a text data, it is very much minimal, right? Within a KB or something, we'll be able to do. But modern vision-based system involve high resolution images, videos, and so on. Even these kind of high intensive means whatever the high intensive storage devices, storage needed inputs. So that also is well perform. That is also just able to train with respect to these kind of GPU computing powers. And basically, yeah, the artificial intelligence, if you talk about, okay, so we have those are software systems that given a complex goal, okay, different definitions that are given by different standards, and perceiving their environment through data acquisition, interpreting the collected structure or unstructured data, reasoning on the knowledge, okay. This one group is talking about, and another group based on the past required human cognition, it could analyze the environment and act autonomously, okay, to succeed for any kind of goals. So these are the various definitions we have with respect to artificial intelligence. And obviously, okay, we have various domains and subdomains constituting the part of the artificial intelligence. There are core part and the transversal part too. So the core part AI domain is classified into 5 domains, like the reasoning, planning, learning, communication, and perception. Whereas the transversal we have the integration and interaction, services, and ethics and philosophy. So in the core part, A subdomains, whatever we are having is the how the knowledge could be represented, ontology-based structures are built. Okay, such things are just coming under this domain. And planning and scheduling, searching, optimization, like we could be able to have a good job scheduling algorithm using the AI concepts and searching, optimization. Okay, everything comes under this planning and learning, the machine learning algorithms, communication, NLP based techniques, and perception, environmental perceptions through the computer vision and audio processing. So these comes under the core domain, and integration and interaction. We have the robotics and such kind of services, and ethics. We have ethical AI. Okay, so those kind of things also built under this transversal part. So with this, yeah. So we have basically, okay, whether AI is giving certain hype, means like everywhere you can see, okay, in our this particular years, okay, for the past 2 to 3 years, I'm seeing like every student, maybe in your colleges also, you might have noticed, okay, they are very much interested in pursuing their graduate program, undergraduate program in the computer science domain, particularly AI, data science, and everything, right? Okay, whether it is giving certain hype basically, and how far the hype will be, like basically, okay, this without AI, we are means without machine learning and without AI, okay, we are not in this world right now. Okay, like even if you go for any kind of websites, or if you go for any what recognition softwares, or if you go for any kind of applications in traffic signal and everything. Okay, everywhere we are seeing the machine learning application. So without AI, we will not be able to do anything, right? Right, like earlier and all, if you want to write some papers, okay, journal papers or something, okay, we used to download the papers that is already published, and then we go through that and we write on your own. Okay, now and all people are not doing, I think. Okay, so they are using the generative AI technique. So in which one of the application is the chat GPT. Okay, we'll be just inputting certain information what we need, and we are able to gather the output. And also, if you want to correct the grammatical errors, okay, that is very useful, and there are various softwares that are available too, okay, which involves the AI technique. So now the point is like whether AI is giving a hype to our real daily lives, okay. Like artificial intelligence, okay, like in the industrial interpretation, so mainly it is used for the automation and for public administration. So for digitalization, okay, we just go for artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence, and for advertisement, basically, yeah. So like it should identify intelligently for what kind of uses the advertisement should be given. Okay, so that is personalized way of just identifying the attributes of the user, and based on that the advertisement could be filtered. Okay, so that is also a smart advertisement technique. Okay, like that the advertisement point of view, it is working. And political issue, that is, it is completely giving a very good hype. Okay, but so how long the hype cycle for the artificial intelligence will be? Okay, that is also a question. And heavily in certain areas, okay, the definition of AI, okay, best is obviously misused. So in that, there should be some ethical consideration in which how the AI could be used. Like here, some plagiarism content, maybe the AI generated plagiarism content is there. It also affects the ethics of writing the papers, right? Okay, so like and that should be a promising technology which undergo these kind of ethics into consideration, and then on top of it, it should build a very good compromise towards the well being of the persons that are involved. Okay, so this way the artificial intelligence should work on, okay, in future. So these are the various factors that need to be considered, okay, while seeing about this hype cycle. Okay, and now we can go to the machine learning concepts. Okay, I think you all know, or maybe I can recap whatever the concepts behind the machine learning. Machine learning, it is a subfield of artificial intelligence, as most of us know, and it provides the machines the capability of learning from experience. Like, so basically, artificial intelligence should mimic the human behavior. How it could mimic is learning from the past data. So the experience of the machines comes in the form of data only. So data could be used for teaching the machines, that is the training data. And this machine learning actually, okay, it turns the traditional programming upside down. Like in a traditional program, how the program will work normally, okay, like as illustrated in this diagram, the input will be given to a program, and correspondingly the output will be able to produce, right, based on the inputs. The program, say for example, okay, I am going to, I need to sum two numbers, A and B are the input to the program, and then I will be able to get the answer, that is C, and that is the output. This is the way of traditional programming, right? Okay, and how the machine learning is turning this traditional programming upside down is like, here not only we are going to give the input to the machine learning model, what we are going to do, we are going to provide the output as well. Okay, so like in the supervised learning, you think it of like we will be giving certain features, okay, along if these features are there, and then this will be the output label. So input and output we are feeding as the input to the model and to the learning algorithm, okay, right, and using that the model is built, representative model of the program will be built. So this is what the difference between the traditional programming and the machine learning algorithms, okay, where input and output both will be fed as the input to the machine learning to build a representative model. So like other definitions also, learning denotes changes in a system, and programming computers to optimize the performance based on the past experience, that is machine learning. Deep learning is a subfield of machine learning. So these are all the various definitions of machine learning and deep learning what concepts, okay, basically. So it is a branch of artificial intelligence, and there are expanded collection of algorithms. Either it may be a supervised, unsupervised reinforcement learning algorithm. There are vast collection of algorithms, okay, and that involves very huge amount of training data to extract the meaning out of it. So this way, yeah, so the machine learning will work based on the training data. This meaning of this meaningful information will help to provide intelligence to the system, basically. Okay, so that is what the machine learning is built on. Okay, now there are the main component we can say with respect to machine learning is the data. Without data, nothing could happen, right? So by using this data only, it could be able to train the system to identify certain objects or any kind of things, okay, as per the username based on the applications. So the data, how the data will be, the data could be a raw number, it could be a sound, or it could be a picture, or it could be a word, or anything. Anything else if you want to investigate, okay, we will feed that data into the model to investigate, and based on that we'll be getting the output. So meaningful information, what is the meaningful information? Like this in the NLP based application, sentiment analysis, if you we are talking about in earlier it's just now, okay, right? Like positive and negative reviews. So whether the review is a positive or negative, that is also a meaningful information out of those data. And if we go for the computer vision application, object recognition, okay, so that is also an important task. That is, we are extracting the meaningful information from that images, okay. And if you go for a speech processing and identifying the speech of the particular person, that also it is a meaningful information. So now, based on the application we need to design an algorithm to find as much of, okay, whatever that could be extracted, as much of possible, whatever we can extract from the data, we need to extract. So this is what the machine learning basically do. Now, example application that use machine learning, very simple applications I have given over here. Like I have given with an envelope, okay, I need to extract only the pin code of this envelope, okay. This is a simple character recognition, okay, like using this NS data set, whatever we have talked earlier, okay, that could be a better data set, okay, to identify the individual numbers, okay, basically from this envelope. And the middle application, what we have is not only we are going to read the numbers, I am going to read the numbers and as well as letters on the cheek. So, like using the number, I can identify what is the value basically, okay, and I can verify that value by means of the letters. So, like $25.10, okay, that is written in letters in the check, and 25.10. Using this number, okay, I'll be able to verify whether both letters and this one is matching. So this is also an application of machine learning that involves the alphanumeric characters, alphabets, and as well as the numeric numerals, right? Okay. So this is also application we can say. And third one is the recognizing faces from photos. Even in our mobile devices itself, we are able to detect the faces, right? Detection and recognition are different. So first of all, for the objects need to be detected. Some objects are there, like that it should be detected. And after that, what object it is, okay, that also could be identified. So like here, face detection is the one what it has been integrated in our mobile phones. So while taking a photo, our face will be detected, and some detection models will detect the smiling faces. Whenever there is a smile, okay, while taking the photo, it means it will automatically take the photo. So like that, smile detection algorithms also there, okay, models also there, okay. And similarly, after detecting the face, okay, each and every face need to be given certain ID, like for to be recognized. Otherwise, it could not be, right? Okay. Whenever the face is detected, each and every face should be given a unique ID, so that this ID will tell that, okay, what is the name of the particular person. Even if the face is taken in different angles, different occlusion scenarios, different lighting conditions, it should be able to work, right? So if some person is coming, means we are able to see only the, means some person is wearing mask, okay, that scenario you can see. We'll be able to know, human will be able to understand, right? What actually, who is actually the person, right? Who is coming and everything. So like that, with certain occlusion scenarios, like wearing a face mask, okay, and some glasses suddenly they are wearing. In that scenarios also, this face should be recognized. That is a very difficult task basically, and that is also important what application we can say with respect to a machine learning. So now, before this machine learning techniques, okay, we have the expert systems. So the objective is finding the useful objects or useful patterns from the data. Either it may be a numeric data, or it may be a alphanumeric data, or it may be a video, or it may be audio, or any kind of raw data of information. So with that, okay, we need to find out the meaning from the data. So expert system was the earlier approach to find the meaning, okay, that is hidden in the data. Like the idea is, okay, study what human experts know and we have to automate it. And like the artificial intelligence, okay, means what it is expected to do, that we need to make the computer mimic the human expert to do, okay. So what it will create is the rule-based system. For example, if the numeral value, that is numeric value, that is 7, need to be recognized, okay, then how we could be able to recognize using this expert system is we need to define certain rules for that. Like how someone could be identified. Someone has a horizontal line at the top and the diagonal line that starts at the right edge of the horizontal line and moves left and down, right? So this is the way someone could be represented. So we are going to define a rule, okay, like if these conditions are met, okay, like horizontal line at the top, diagonal line, and starts at the right edge of the horizontal line and moves left and down, then obviously it is a 7. Like that, we are going to define rules for recognizing the 7. Now the problem with this structure is rule-based environment is, suppose it is going to recognize the numeric values written by the human. Handwriting recognition, okay. Handwriting recognition. In handwriting recognition, human will just write the different numerals in different ways. The same 7, okay, the person would write in different way, right? So 7 could be written like what it is mentioned, like horizontal line and diagonal line. As well, it could be, the human could write in a different way as well, right? Okay. Some person will write intermediate line in the diagonal, right? So intermediate horizontal line in the diagonal. If that is given to the machine, which has learned using this rule, that is 7 has a horizontal line and diagonal, only the diagonal line, okay, then it could not be able to understand, okay, what actually the difference 7 is meant for, okay, with additional line in between the diagonal line, okay. So another set of rules need to be created for that. So here, not only this one, some people put a bar, means that also should be added into the rule-based system to recognize that. So this way a very simple example I am talking about. See, if you go for a very complex scenarios, okay, like complex data, like if you go for an image or if you go for videos, okay, in the image, we have different types of cats, okay. So, and these cats will differ in color as well. Some cats will be in black, and some will be in white, and some will be in brown color and everything, right? Okay. So that kind of thing, if it should be represented in a rule-based system, it is very hectic, right? Okay. So for that only, we go for the machine learning technique. Handcrafting these kind of rules is not a very easy job. So handcrafting rules to understand the data is called as feature engineering. And even if we want to go for a very huge set of rules, okay, it is a very tough job basically. So now for that only the ML has been emerged, okay. How it is like in the expert system, it is difficult to manually find the right set of rules and make sure that it works properly. And ML system learn the dataset characteristic automatically. We no need to feed these kind of rules, right? Okay, simply we extract the features automatically, and then we just give those features into certain algorithms to determine whether it need to be classified accordingly, detected accordingly. Okay, so that thing we are just doing with respect to ML systems. So we no need to tell an algorithm how to recognize a cat or dog, right? So we need to figure only the features, okay, that differentiate between the cat and dog, and that also could be automated, and then it could be able to classify, okay, whether it is a cat or dog. But what is the disadvantage of this machine learning based technique is to do whether means to differentiate whether it is a cat or dog. It needs enormous amount of data, very huge amount of data. Okay, that it needs this much amount of data, means very huge data set we need, okay, to recognize different colors, okay, the cats with the different colors, dogs with the different colors, and everything, okay, that need to be just fed in as the input so that it could learn from the data. So the common thread to ML application is more amount of work is means we need to examine million amount of data, okay, and need to extract meaningful information out of that. If the million amount of data is given to a human, okay, and manually they need to do, okay, it is the human get tired, but computer never gets tired, so it could be able to extract meaningful information from it. And what is the reason behind the huge explosion of this ML techniques in recent days? Basically, there are a couple of reasons. The first one is the flood of data. How the flood of data is basically achieved is through, right now we have many internet resources that are available, and the internet is very fast. Okay, we are using 5G, 4G internet, and we have various sets of data. Like earlier and all, we don't have the social media. So, but nowadays from the social media also we are getting huge amount of data. And since the internet is also very fast, the data whatever we need, basically, it is given in our hands. Okay, so this flooding of data, okay, because as I have mentioned, machine learning also require huge amount of data, and we are able to get easily this huge amount of data. That is one of the reasons we can tell, okay, like why there is a recent explosion. And the second one, as I have mentioned earlier, it is the increased computing power, that is the GPU, the invention of GPU. Basically, graphic processing units. It is a chip that is involved in the video adapter in earlier days, and that processing unit, why not to use in the computing power? That gives the concept of graphic processing units, which is used for computation. Okay, not only for just displaying the visuals. Okay, rather that same technology, whether it could be applied for the computation task. Okay, that brings out the new phenomena, that is the GPU, graphic processing units. So now the machine learning is about predicting the future based on the past using the training and testing data. This already we have discussed. Okay. So the performance of there are several factors, okay, that affect the performance basically, and that is the types of training provided, the form and extent, how the initial background knowledge and everything matters over here. Okay. And artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning, if you talk about, okay, deep learning is a subset of machine learning, obviously. Okay. And here there is a difference between the machine learning and deep learning. We have the handcrafted features in the machine learning approaches, whereas the features will be automatically extracted by means of deep learning approaches. Okay, this is the difference we can say. And image features are defined by experts, and it could be extracted automatically as well, and then it will be fed into the machine learning model train the features will be fed to the machine learning model to train to recognize certain objects or for further applications. Whereas deep learning will automatically learn the features directly from the sample data. End-to-end training will be done by means of the deep learning models. This is what and basically, rather than the machine learning models, deep learning requires huge amount of data, very vast, very huge, enormous amount of data is required for the deep learning. So now we are just moving on to the data science, and just giving about what are the concepts maybe comes under the artificial intelligence and the machine learning and the data science. But there is no clear cut segregation of these concepts. All those things work together basically. And some other extra techniques has been built over with respect to artificial intelligence and data science and machine learning. You can see like artificial intelligence include the vision, robotics, planning, sensor, any kind of data. Machine learning, you can see like it is a subset of artificial intelligence, and it uses basically the techniques that is used to mimic the human behavior, like in and Bayesian learning, Bayesian trees, deep learning, support vector machines. So these are all the techniques that are used to learn from the data. So that is the machine learning. And data science, you can see there is a overlap between the artificial intelligence and the data science as well, in which we have the text mining, time series forecasting, recommendation engines that are part of the data science as well, and as well as in the artificial intelligence. But data science include few more concepts as well, like the visualization, process mining, data preparation, statistics of the data. So that is the mathematical formulations, descriptive statistics also a part of the data science. Some more mathematical basics also required for the data science. So the data science, the science of handling the data, it originated in 1960s, and when the data science becomes means it has been given huge increased importance with the adventure of big data. So so we have the huge amount of data, it may be textual data. So just remember, we have using the social media, we have the textual data, and from that the textual data we need to extract meaningful insight. So see how difficult it is to extract only the meaningful information out of it. So after the invention of this big data only, this data science is given much importance, because we need to gather very good insights, that is very important insights from the data. The focus that is given to the data science is not only on the data, rather the data, how the data should be processed, prepared, analyzed. So these are all the way in which the data science is helpful. And for that, there is an intersection between AI and data science, like as I mentioned, recommendation and everything. There is a huge overlap, basically machine learning and everything. But data science, how the data science contribute to AI is like before any kind of data means to mimic the human behavior, we need more data, right? And the data should be prepared, that is if the data that is not interested to that particular application, then that need to be eliminated. We need the preparation of the data. Say for example, based on the attributes of the human. Like I have some person attributes like height of the person and everything. And in that person data, some of the person data may be outlier. Like so, I am just having some data with 180 means 200 centimeter and everything, which is not a meaningful information, right? Okay, that need to be eliminated. So many data like that we are having. So these kind of data, outlier data, okay, and the data that is not relevant for a particular application, that also need to be eliminated. Like I'm just getting the reviews of a particular product and certain words, okay, like good morning, and certain words like frequently used words like yeah, the, such kind of words need to be eliminated. Only the important keywords need to be extracted. So in such cases, unrelevant data need to be eliminated. So not only the data collection matters, the data need to be prepared as well. Okay, like before giving for any kind of training. So this way, the data science contribute to the AI to prepare the data. Okay, and also the data literacy, it will give what actually the data is. Okay, that kind of information is fed by the data science algorithms only. And the next AI, how it is contributing to data sciences. So better predictions, okay, using the machine learning task, okay, it is giving the better prediction, cognitive task solving, and everything it is able to give by means of we are achieving through AI concepts only. So this way the AI contributes to the data science. So now if we properly define, it is a business application of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and other quantitative fields like statistics, visualization, and mathematics. Okay, so use cases or recommendation engines are if you want to identify the credit card fraudulent, that also will be done. Okay, so this way then the time series forecasting, and also if you want to predict the revenue, stocks, and everything, that also it is a sort of data science. Okay, and there are various associated areas also like database system, data engineering, visualization, and everything that brings out this data science. And data science is a collection of techniques used to basically we use the machine learning techniques for finding the useful data from the data, and it is a multidisciplinary field as well. It involves the mathematics, statistics, the regression, machine learning techniques, and everything, data mining. And basically these are all the terms which define the data set: collecting, cleaning, integrating, analyzing, visualizing, and interacting with the data. So this is what the data science concepts lies into. Where we can obtain the data? Yeah, data could be, lot of data should be there. Then only if only yeah, the data set is very small. Okay, there is a no means there is no need of any what data science task particularly. Okay, because useful insights could be gathered in a very easiest manner. But rather, if we go for a big data only, a huge amount of data will be there, and in that information we need to collect the useful insights. So lots of data is being collected using the financial transaction, social network, web data, and e-commerce. And how do we have these data? Google processes 20 petadata from per day, and Facebook 60 terabyte bytes of daily logs, and each and every company uses this much amount of data. Okay, this is the big data what we have in our hands, and using this data we need to find out the useful information. So big data is characterized by three terminologies: volume, velocity, and variety. Size of the data, that is the volume. Velocity is the using the growing demand. Okay, how often okay we are able to get the data. And variety, the data is in various formats, like we have the video, text, and every information in very high volume of data we are just having. And yeah, So here volume, velocity, variety, veracity, value. So these are all the important V's we are talking about with respect to big data. And now the point is what to do with this data, right? We need to extract the meaningful information. Okay, what to do with these data? We could be it could be applied in aggregation and statistics, where if you want to find out some average score of the particular, means average height of a person, then that is involved in the statistics, right? And aggregation, we need to aggregate the data in a data warehousing, and from that collection of data from various sources and format, and then based on that we need to decide upon, then this will help in indexing, searching, querying, data mining, okay, finding association among the various patterns. So such those kind of things we could do with respect to the data, right? So what actually is data science? It manages, manipulates, extracts and interprets the knowledge from the tremendous amount of data. So that is what the data science is useful. Like it is basically a decision maker in an industry, okay, based application, business application. Like here the computer science we use like pattern recognition, visualization, and mathematics we use with mathematical modeling, and the statistics also is used. And different, there is a different milestone in data science as well. Okay, starting from 1935 to 2010, we have the different milestone with respect to data science to handle this big data with various artificial intelligence techniques. Now, it is completely multidisciplinary. It involves various concepts of statistic, pattern recognition, machine learning, data mining, AI, databases, visualization, and everything. And real life examples, if we have if you, there is a Google flu trends, okay, detecting how outbreaks, okay, like in the COVID also, okay, we have some what will be the trend, okay, such kind of trends are easily extracted, okay, by means of this effective analytics only. So like that prediction model could be effectively built. And page ranking algorithm, where this ranking algorithm is used in the web. Basically the Google search engines use the page ranking algorithm to search the top 5, okay, top K, okay, search values. So this is also an application. And sponsored search, right? Like sponsored search in the sense, it is basically company tactics in which the company, for advertising their products, okay, means they will be using like if people, okay, could be just people is involved, okay, like people could be rewarded, okay, with certain pennies by means of advertising the company's products. So this is a way sponsored search, okay, like if people just searching a word often, okay, then it will be in the auto tool, right? Automatically that word will be in the search engines to be driven to the search engines for searching that particular topic, right? Okay, so people will be rewarded to do this often, okay, so that they will be popular, that particular word will be popularized, okay. That is the sort of sponsored research. And the sponsored search also will be done, okay, and other data science applications also are there, okay, with respect to this. And traffic prediction, earthquake warning, okay, these are all certain applications, okay, we have. And there are various tools of data scientists also to do the particular operation, like data visualization, pattern recognition, machine learning, and so on. So now, yeah, with respect to this, okay, like differentiation, we had seen about the artificial intelligence, we had seen about the machine learning concepts, and we have seen about data science, okay, and the clear, and obviously those concepts overlap as well. There is no clear cut differentiation, okay, between those techniques, okay, but additional concepts will be there, obviously, with respect to artificial intelligence and data science. Now, with respect to this, okay, we can see about the chat GPT, generative AI and large language models. So generative AI, do you know, okay, can you just tell me, so what does generative AI actually mean? Because this is the, the FDP, what you are going to see in the latest, like, it's later days as well, right? What generative AI mean? Yeah, participants, can you tell me what is generative AI?
Ma'am, it's a new content, ma'am. Like creating a conversation, stories, images like that.
What, madam? Yeah.
It's a type of AI, ma'am. The
Is the
generative
yeah.
type of AI,
Okay.
which can help to create images, videos, music like that.
Okay, which helps to create, generate
New,
images, videos.
new content like yes, ma'am. Images, videos, music.
Yeah, so and so on, right? Okay, so this is what the generative AI means. Okay, it is a type of AI patch, okay, which is used to generate from the already existing data, okay, available. It is used to generate the videos, not only the text, okay, videos, speech, audios, okay, everything it is able to regenerate. Okay, so that is what the generative AI means. So now, just I'm going to give a very brief overview, okay, of this generative AI. Like, so, as here it is mentioned, it is a type of artificial intelligence that focuses on creating or generating a new content. Okay, and it is also a subset of machine learning. It uses basically reinforcement learning is one of the machine learning approach, right? So in the reinforcement learning also, we generate the images. Okay, so this the reinforcement learning is just this concept. Basically, it is utilized, okay, in the generative AI to generate the output that include the text, images, music, video, and anything. Okay, and so chat GPT, you know, right? Okay, chat GPT, how it is working basically. It uses the generative AI concepts only. Like if you are just giving a single line, okay, and if you are asking for a summary, it could be able to produce, right? So how it is producing? It is learning from the large language models, that is the language models that are trained, okay, with the enormous amount of data, and with that information, okay, it is able to extract, okay, from that model the useful information, particularly the user needs, with the single line of code, and it generates the summary or any kind of reports that need to be preparing. Okay, so this is what the generative AI basically do, and there are various use cases like marketing, code generation, code. We are generating the code obviously from the chat GPT, right? And in the speech also we can AI generated. We are in our WhatsApp messages and all nowadays we are just seeing often, right? The like recently I have seen SPB video, okay, in WhatsApp message, okay, like it is actually it like it looks like the real SPB has come into this video, okay, like uh, it is generating, right, using the already available videos of SPP. Okay, it is regenerating those videos, and he is smiling and he is doing some actions. Okay, so these kind of things it is able to recreate. Okay, so like these are all the applications of generative AI what we can see. And also many artificial intelligence what in parts of, particularly for entertainment, it is basically used, right? Okay, and some other speech, and we have deepfake models in which it gives the illusion of some other videos. Okay, that is, it is creating the some other actors or actors voices and something else. Okay, so that also it is the application of generative AI basically. Major use area of generative AI we have in the retail, healthcare, finance and banking, education, supply chain management, everywhere. Just the generative AI could be used. And we have one more concept, that is conversational AI. Do you know what is conversational AI? Conversational AI.
No, ma'am.
Yes. What is conversational AI? So like the chatbot is an application of conversational AI. It is it happens through the NLP. It is the field of AI. Like it will just answers the queries of the human or any kind of other bots as well. That is, it gives a synthetic brain power that makes machine capable of understanding, processing and responding to human language. That is conversational AI, where the chatbot and Alexa and everything, voice bot, okay, everything, so, or the applications of this conversational AI only. So like user will querying that and using some model, the bot will be replying back, right? Okay, this is one of the application. AI chatbots, voice bots, interactive voice assistants or applications of this conversational AI. So large language models, the basic behind the generative AI is the large language models. Like large language models are the one which are created by the enormous amount of data that is available as the sources from the internet. Okay, even the large language models will work based on the scrapping of information from web as well. And using these models, okay, we could be able to regenerate. Okay, that is generate the content. Okay, if content, not only the content, if it is a textual data, so we'll be able to create the textual information. Basically, the large language models are built on the textual data only, not for the voice, video or any kind of data. Large language models are built for natural language processing application, and it is built for the textual data only. Okay, so using this enormous amount of internal resources, okay, these models are built to handle any kind of generation of information from the textual data. So this is what the large language models have been built. And ethical AI, basically we have the ethical AI as well. Why do we need for the AI ethics? Okay, like if there are two aspects, okay, I'm just going to give why means why the ethical AI is basically needed. Like traditional computer science, okay, like if we the software engineering for the traditional computer science related projects, if you want to go through, then it involves the requirement engineering first of all, and then we need to have a well-defined architecture, and top of it process, software management process will be built, and the maintenance will be done. So for example, there is an error, like there is a error, okay, like during certain what booking of tickets. Okay, the tickets were not sold. Okay, and maybe we are just booking the ticket for a movie. The tickets are not sold as expected. So if you just these kind of risk, how it will be managed in the software risk management is like whether it will just try to answer these kind of questions. Whether what is the impact on the society, that if the tickets are not sold out, okay, the impact on the society is very low, and the personal life is also low. For the hosting company, since the tickets are not sold that much, the risk is will be like impact will be like middle to low, right? Now, if we have AI projects, okay, this is a traditional computer science related projects where we face these kind of situation. But if we go for AI project, suppose a fake news is circulated, okay, and we are ensuring that this news is we are not ensuring that 100% it is a fake news, right? 58% it is a fake news. Okay, like here in case of determining whether this is a fake news or not, the requirement engineering, whatever we have, it is very complex, right? And the software architecture, management, maintenance, everything, it involves a complex architecture, that is models. Okay, and also if you see about the risk management, how will it will impact the society? It will have a high impact on the society, right? And the hosting company, developing company impact, and it is also extremely difficult to calculate whether it is a fake news or not. And the impact also very high. If you are providing fake news to every people, the impact is also very high. So in this scenarios only, there should be a way to determine, okay, what is a misinformation and what is a disinformation. So there are certain legal aspects, ethical aspects, okay, that need to be built on top of the AI, and it should completely tell, okay, that is based on the, information, misinformation or disinformation. It should not tell that it is the fake news or something, because the impact will be very high. So here only the ethical AI come into picture, where the legal aspects and the ethical aspects of the systems also will be given consideration. Okay, so now, yeah, I think I have given some brief introduction about AI, large language models, and everything, generative models, and everything. And applications also, there are much, okay, even automated customer support, healthcare, finance, and everything. Particularly if you see about AI in education, okay, since this FDP is on education, okay, particularly the AI is useful in personalized learning, like whatever the person need to learn. Okay, suppose certain videos are repeatedly seen often, okay, then we have a recommendation system where this could you can see this video as well. It is a means you based on the user preferences and the pace of the abilities of the each and every learner. If he is a slow learner, that kind of materials could be given. If he is a fast learner, that kind of materials could be given. So effective learning experience will be given by means of the personalized learning. Adaptive learning, whether how to prefer, even if they are learning as a group, or if they are learning if he is learning in individual learning, okay, and based on the preferences, needs, and skills, okay, these should be inputted, so that based on that, what they are wishing to learn, that could be given as a recommendation. So, and also the universal access should be given, because particular human will be able to just see, means will be able to learn with their own languages only. So there should be a methodology where means universal access, in the sense even any kind of persons, okay, with disabilities could be learned. Okay, in such cases, text to speech speech to speech conversions, okay, language to language conversions, okay, should be there for universal access of the learning. And from a policymaker's perspective, potential application of AI in education include education. There should be effective education management and delivery, learning and assessment, empowering teachers should be there, and lifelong learning should be there. So, like education management and means management and delivery. So, all the aspects of the particular learning environment should be given to the user. Like it should be automated, like the admission timetable, okay, attendance, okay, homework monitoring, school inspections, and everything to be automated. So with smart decisions, this could be even better, right? So for that, the AI could be incorporated. And here, if the children is somewhat confused or bored, okay, then there should be a methodology to engage the students in an effective manner. Okay, so like even we also developed one teaching assistant where in the camera itself, okay, the emotions of different persons, okay, emotions of different students will be captured, and if they are feeling bored or tired or something, okay, it will indicate to the teaching professional, okay, teaching person, that so you can just adjust the pace of the teaching, okay, like you could be able to give some quizzes or something to motivate the students, like that. Some warnings could be just given, suggestions could be given to the teacher to increase the pace of learning or decrease the pace of learning, okay. So such kind of engagement would be effectively done, okay, with respect to this. And the second aim is the learning and assessment. Assessment of the learning could be just automated, and for that we have AI supported reading and language learning, smart robots, and we have virtual reality concepts also for learning and assessment, and intelligent tutoring system, okay. There are intelligent assistants, okay, which provide the tutorials to the individual students based on their needs. So this way, and we can empower the teachers also through the AI assistant and teaching forums. And lifelong learning also could be enabled for continuous assessment and continuous learning as well. So this way, the in the AI could be used for the education purpose as well. Okay. So till this, I'm just I can means there are various applications as well with respect to computer vision as well. I have given in the PPT. Maybe particularly application wise, okay, in education wise, I have just discussed in this. So, yeah.
Ma'am, thank you for your insightful session. Participant, if there are any queries, kindly unmute yourself and raise your questions.
Birla ma'am, very nice session, ma'am. Some of us asked question in the chat box, ma'am, regarding. Yeah, kindly have a look on it, ma'am. Yeah.
So I think is it converted into languages in the sense I don't understand that query. What data schemas in the sense, and how are they developing schemas in the sense databases you're talking about? So here, yeah, in education as well, okay, we have not only basically how it works on is the personalized learning, okay, that is actually booming in education. Like as I have mentioned, there are a different set of learners, could be segregated, okay, slow learners and actually who are just seeing slow learners and as well as difficult learners sorry. So slow learners, okay, in the sense how often they are just viewing the video material fastly or something. Based on that, additional materials will be given. So if they are a fast learner, okay, they will be just answering the question at the end of the session. Maybe some automated quizzes will be floated upon, in which and whether they are able to answer it correctly or not, it is identified as whether they are a slow learner and a fast learner, and based on that the recommended recommendation engines will suggest the videos that to have a what have a very good delivery, okay, of the videos, okay. So to based on the level, okay, of the students, they will be just recommended with the particular learning materials. So this way personalized learning is a very important application, we can say, with respect to education. And AI voice generator. Yeah, AI voice generator, I think it is not similar to conversational AI, okay. Conversational AI is the one which we need to give some input, okay, and it should answer back. Like Alexa, what we are doing, Alexa, play a song, then it is searching something and then giving certain answer, and it is playing the song, right? Okay, it should give the answers. Voice generator is the one, it is not a conversational AI, rather means it is a part of generative AI, we can say, because certain kind of voices are generated, okay, right, based on the already available voices. So it is a part of generative AI only.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Is there any other questions? Please unmute yourself and ask. Any doubts? Yes, one more question. How do we overcome the language barriers in convention?
So how do we overcome the language barriers? Okay, in conventional, you are talking about the different languages that are used. That is a very difficult task, basically, in the natural language processing. So identifying the characters of one language to the other, okay, like natural language processing is the same, okay, like you need to identify the natural languages and you need to recognize those languages. And also, if you want to just if you are just giving a certain question in one language, it can answer in another language too, okay. So these kind of task, okay, or it is a very difficult task, but research is going on still, okay, to overcome the barriers. As you mentioned, the research is still going on to overcome the language barriers that we have in the conventional language. And the speech recognition and this one and all, it is somewhat very difficult, okay, with respect to the artificial intelligence as well, because even in Tamil language, you can see there are various accents, okay, we are just using, and those accents are different, and that will be spoken in a different way. Those languages need to be understandable, means understood by the computer, in which it could be converted, right? If you want to convert to a English language or some other language, it should be done. So, like this speech synthesis and this handwriting recognition. So these, even we have many application that has been built definitely there are very what huge barriers, okay, that are available, because like if running handwriting and everything, there are still, okay, some improvement is given for each and every application or models that have been built nowadays, okay, with a small improvement, okay, that has been done with respect in those models to improvise the performance of those language, means even handwriting and as well as the language barriers what we are talking about.
Is there any more questions from participants? Okay, as we came to the conclusions of day one of this enlightening 5-day international faculty development program, it's time to express our gratitude to all those who made this event a success. To deliver the vote of thanks, I am pleased to invite Ms. S. Abhikail Aarti Ma'am, Assistant Professor of Department of Computer Science and Engineering.
Yes. Good evening. Good evening, gathered here. Good evening, ma'am. It's a privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks here, ma'am, for the enriching faculty development program that provided with us a valuable insight and knowledge and inspiration. And thank you for the department and our institution for allowing us to do this. A special note of thanks to all the organizing committee ma'am Brinda ma'am, you done a very good. You expressed the presentation very huge manner, ma'am. In a short notice of time, you accept our invitation, and special note of thanks to you, ma'am. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the resource person for conducting such an engaging and thought-provoking session. Your contribution have added immense value to this program. Yes, ma'am. And thank you once again for each the participant from the starting till now. You all people online and active participations by some of the faculties. Thank you for your interaction, ma'am. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All participants can left the program. Tomorrow you can receive the link for the next session. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dasimwa.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.